February 13th, 2024. A random guy sent me an email saying he and his partners have just built a website similar to the concept of my channel. Which is a very bold claim, as I should be the only guy on the internet who has enough balls to disrespect all of my opponents by playing the game with a ton of restrictions. Therefore, I decided to try out what these guys are trying to do. The website is called Drawback Chess. They greeted me with a welcome screen, and wanted me to input my ratings or chooses one of the below choices. So of course, I decided to click outside of the pop-up and gave them nothing. And then there is the how to play pop-up. So of course I took my time to hit the close button. I mean, who reads the guides before playing a game anyway? Join queue, blah blah blah, join. Let's go. So my name is now Energetic Blue Dolphin. And my opponent is now Sad Black Dolphin. Sounds pretty racist to me. But who am I to judge? D3. Superstitious, you can't move to a square that your opponent has captured on. Bruh. So this basically means that I cannot recapture. And even though I should have some experience with this restriction, as I remember having made at least one video on a similar challenge, this should be one of the hardest available restrictions out there. So big chance my opponent is getting something easier. E5. I mean, it's fine, people who start with D3 can't be that strong. I'll try to be positive. E4. Bishop C5. F3. That weakens the king, so why not give a check? G3. Queen F6. By putting all the pawns on light squares, his dark square bishop now becomes the only good bishop, so by keeping my queen outside, she can further restrict his dark bishop's activity, which renders both his bishops useless. So of course he moves a knight. Knight d5 will be very annoying. C6. I can't risk a capture near my territory, rendering a square unreachable, not to mention that being unable to recapture is pretty much allowing more continuous captures after the first one happens. H4. Very aggressive. He's obviously preparing a square for bishop g5, and even though h6 can stop the idea is not exactly bad for me. Bishop g5. Queen g6. I mean, after his bishop takes my knight, I won't be able to take back due to the rules, but then my queen can also get into his territory. And just a matter of fact, a woman is always more annoying than a bishop, so I'm basically sacrificing my knight for initiatives. He really takes that horsey. Fine then. I'm pretty positive that the engines should be thinking that I have the advantage now, but the sad fact is that I fail to see any quick checkmates in this position. What the hell was that? What? What am I missing? So let's calm down first. Let's see. I gave this guy a check, and he took my bishop, which isn't the piece that was giving the check. So in conclusion, this guy is somehow given the ability to fucking hang his own king. What do I do now? So do I just take the king then? It worked. Your opponent's drawback was checkers. You must capture if able. Wait. That is way harder. Now I feel like I'm cheating. I mean, mine was hard as well, so I thought that I was the underdog, but then I got to know that this guy was basically playing anti-chess, which is currently the only variant that I lost in my variant series. Developers. Unpaid actors.